Hi, Barry Foster here, and welcome back to episode 21 of the Scottish Job with Glenrothes up in Scotland. And today we've got a pretty big league game away to Lothian Thistle in the East of Scotland Premier Division. But before we get to that game, this is what's been happening since our last video. We played two further matches. In the East of Scotland Qualifying Cup third round, we beat the Hillfield Swifts 2-0 with Curry scoring a brace. And then we had a league game at home against Hill of Beath, and this turned out to be rather disappointing because they beat us 1-0. A very early goal in the 9th minute scored by Connolly, and as you can see from a lot of those ratings on the right-hand side of the screen, they weren't all that good at all, with Strachan coming in at 6.3 and even our strikers both sharing 6.6. So it was a pretty bad day at the office. Another home defeat, and as a result of that defeat, we have plunged from first down to fourth. Lothian Thistle now occupy the top spot, 2 points ahead of us. So today's match is looking pretty important. I certainly would like to at least get a point away from home. It'd be lovely if we could pick up all 3 points. Also, with some other matches, we play Syngenta in the Alex Jack Cup final. That's been played on the 26th of November. And in the East of Scotland Qualifying Cup fourth round, we're home to East Stirlingshire. And of course, just before that, we've got the South Challenge Cup third round against Luncarty. Also, what happened with that job interview, Deveronvale, I should say Deronvale, I think it's Deveronvale. Just as well I didn't get that job. I can't even pronounce the club's name. In the end, they didn't offer me the job. The board were satisfied with the plans you put forward in your interview, but ultimately decided you weren't the right person to take the club forward. Fair enough, I can certainly live with that. But shortly after that knockback from Deveronvale, I actually had Musselburgh Athletic offered me an interview, but I very quickly and politely turned that opportunity down, considering they are in our division and currently occupying a relegation spot. Anyway, without further chit-chat, let's go and play Lothian Thistle. And here's the starting 11 for today. Fairly a familiar starting 11, I must say. Richardson in goal, Denton, Flynn, Strachan and Lumsden across our back line with Motruck, Honeyman, Marsh Hughes and McLeod Kay in midfield, and Higgs and Curry will be at the striker's end. On the bench, we've got Alex Curran, Watson, Walters, Bell, Lovett, Edwards and Scotty Miller. So let's go and chat to the boys. Okay, well, not much to choose from there, but I think I'll just say to the boys, enjoy the match. Hopefully they will. Lothian Thistle are playing some pretty good football. And it's a bit of a shame that I think our two defeats this year in the league have both occurred at home. That's a little bit disappointing. You'd like to think that your home form is very, very good. But against Hill of Beath, we were very disappointing. But anyway, I'll take the rap for that. And Lothian Thistle playing in a... seems to be... oh, he's got to be offside. No? He wasn't. Okay, I thought he might have been offside there, but it's gone out for a throw. I guess the linesman was in a better position. Okay, so there's the Lothian Thistle strip, black and yellow. Well, change from the black and white you often see in this part of the world. Anyway, Denton with a throw for the Glens. Now Honeyman to Marsh Hughes. You sort of like nailed down that playmaker's role for him, although it's good to get Kyle Bell back from injury. And when he has been used, he's played, I think, pretty well. We've also got Declan Dunn, who can cover that position as well. But here's a great-looking shot by Higgs, and that just flew over the bar. So that's a bit encouraging. If our strikers want to start shooting like that. But a fairly tentative start from both sides. Both have just had a shot apiece. Strachan with a free. Oh, and there's Curry, far post, 1-0. 11th goal of the season. I must admit he's proving to be a very good striker for us up front. I think he's got to be our leading goal scorer by quite a margin. But well struck free kick, and Curry, easy free header. So that's a very good start. Because as I said before, I'd love to walk away with at least a point, but gee, 3 points would be fantastic to maybe grab top spot once again. But I think Lothian Thistle will be no pushovers in this match. Anyway, this is Marsh Hughes to Higgs. Not a very good pass there. He's given away possession very cheaply. So the Thistle can maybe build up from the back. But now Denton can play it forward. We look for his winger. He does, Motruck. Now Honeyman. Now Flynn. Now this is Curry. He's going to look for McLeod K. Back to Marsh Hughes. Oh, nice bit of passing, but the shot was blocked. And a header easily taken by Stewart. A nice move there by Glenrothes, I must admit. Some good teamwork. Unfortunately, it didn't end in a goal. But we're getting towards the halfway mark of this first 45 minutes. So far, so good. But it's Lothian Thistle keeping possession. With Cunningham, who's going to go for a bit of a gallop. Oh, gee, I think he's injured. There's a shot there, but I think he was sliding in to get that ball. So no free kick in his favour. But so far, when you look at the stats, pretty even sort of a match in terms of shots. Even XG, even possession. Not much between us, but it's the Glens with the vital goal at the moment. Anyway, this is Flynn. Honeyman plays it all the way back to Richardson, who pumps it down the park. Now this is Curry. Plays it through to Marsh Hughes, onto Higgs. Higgs, oh, beautiful goal. And he wasn't offside. So Higgs gets his 7th goal of the season. And that makes it 2-0 against the Thistle. And that's what I wanted to see with about 15 minutes to go before the half-time break. Some very nice teamwork here. Curry playing it through to Marsh Hughes, who then plays it through to Higgs. And he finds the back of the net very, very nicely. So the boys are certainly bouncing back from that disappointing 1-0 defeat at home. I just hope they can keep up this level in the second half. Anyway, Marsh Hughes playing it back to Richardson. Once again, he drives it down the field. And Cunningham still on the park, obviously injured. Now Taylor playing a ball through, but Flynn can mop that up. And he plays it to Denton rather nicely up to Motruck. Now he can go for a bit of a gallop if he wants to. He's gone for a bit of a tumble. That was Cunningham maybe trying to get his own back there. But anyway, Motruck with a nice run forward. Now, was that a shot? I think it was a shot. I don't think it was a cross. It was a bit of a wayward shot in the end. But a good run by Motruck, I'll give him that. But we've got about maybe 13 odd minutes to go in this half. And the Glens seem to be having most of the highlights, which is encouraging. Since possession has been almost 50-50. And most of the players are performing very well. Nobody's really below 6.7. So everybody's performing quite well. But anyway, this is Higgs with the ball to Motruck, who plays it long, looking for Curry, but he won't get to that. And Stewart will probably drive this down the park. And he does just that, but straight to Flynn, who just thumps it back. Okay, this is Higgs onto the ball, and Higgs drives it into the back of the net. 3-0. We've just a few minutes to go before half time. So it's been an excellent 45 minutes for Glenrothes. And I didn't expect this from a Lothian Thistle. I thought they'd be much tougher at home. But Curry with the header, and Higgs just hammers it past the keeper. The keeper went down onto his knees, praying for mercy. Didn't help him. So this has turned out to be an excellent opening 45 minutes for the Glens. 3-0. Got to make the half-time team talk quite a simple one. And that's it, half-time. Before 114 fans, only 14 making the journey from Glenrothes. Anyway, let's go and chat to the boys. Okay, all too easy. Point the old finger. You're doing brilliantly. Keep it up. Keep it going, because they are 3-0. You can't be too upset about that. If we can add to this scoreline, it'll be even better. But I guess Lothian Thistle have probably had a rocket put up them at half time, so I expect them to come out a different side in this 45-minute period. Anyway, this is Curry playing it to Motruck. Gives it back to Flynn. End of our highlight. And I can see Musselburgh Athletic are having a good 2-0 lead in their away game. Don't know whether they got a new manager or not. I was a bit surprised that I was offered an interview there. I was surprised, but maybe a bit of a cheeky offer. But considering they were coming second last, it really didn't thrill me. But the other job offer against, for Devon Vale, I was quite tempted for that position, even though they were in relegation and bottom of the league. I thought it'd be quite a challenge to maybe take them over and see whether I can push them out of relegation. But unfortunately, it went to another man. Maybe better luck next time. Although I must admit, it's pretty good with Glenrothes. I think it's been a pretty good team to manage. Anyway, that's been cleared now for Kemp. And maybe the Thistle will mount an attack here. They certainly need to get a goal back to have any chance in this game. This is Urquhart, but his cross has been overhit. But Drummond can play it back for Donald. They're doing some nice passing, I must admit. Oh, that's a good one, but the final touch really wasn't good enough. That was an easy save for Richardson. I have to think about maybe a substitution or two in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Anyway, this is almost... Okay, this is Curry. He'll have a shot, but that's been blocked. Yes, we'll have to think about a substitution shortly. Everybody's playing very, very well. Nobody's really too tired at the moment. It's been a good 7 days, I think, since our last game, so they've had plenty of time to recover. But what we might do is let's make a sub in the 63rd minute. I think I'd like to bring on. I was going to say, yeah, Scotty Miller. I was going to bring him on for Charlie Higgs, but he's sitting on a hat trick. I don't really want to take him off. I think what I'll do is I'll bring on Cole Bell for Marsh Hughes. I mean, Marsh Hughes has had a very good game, but Cole Bell is also very reliable as a playmaker. And he was out injured for a good 3-4 weeks, maybe a tad longer. So we'll give Mr. Bell a bit of game time. And Lothian Thistle with possession. Well, decent cross. Wasn't dealt with very well to begin with, but we somehow got away with that. And Motruck is certainly starting to run out of steam on the left, so we might bring on Charlie Edwards, who's been a great find for us, I reckon. He's a very good young player. In fact, if we didn't have Motruck, I think Edwards would be always in the starting 11. Not only can he play well on the left wing, he can find the back of the net as well. Anyway, this is Holmes for the Thistle. Making a pretty good run. Here comes his cross, and that's a pretty good goal by Kemp. I'll give them that. Very nice run, good cross, and Kemp steaming in. He made no doubt about that header. Found the back of the net. So, okay, 3-1, maybe about 20 minutes left in the game. Yeah, good header. I'll give them that. That was a very good goal. So, will I still substitute Motruck? Look, I think I will. But after this corner, I think this will be Denton. He'll probably drive it towards, okay, the near post. That's been headed away. Now Strachan back to Denton. Strachan plays it back to Lumsden. And he's going to do the very safe thing, play it all the way back to Richardson. Not really a move that I want to see my players doing, but it's come off. This is Motruck to Curry. Oh, a bit of a sliding tackle there, maybe a few studs showing, maybe the same there. Anyway, they get the ball away from their penalty area, and this is Lothian Thistle with another potential attack. Now this is Ross. He can drive it forward. Now Taylor will look for Urquhart. Here comes the shot, but that's wide. Wide and a tad high as well. So I think we'll make that substitution. I think we'll bring on Charlie Edwards for Luke Motruck. And we've got maybe about 20 minutes left in the game. I think I'd also like to bring on Lennon Watson, the lone player. We'll give Mr. Flynn a rest. He's played pretty well for us. And I think hopefully I won't make any shout. I was just thinking of maybe making a shout, but I'll hang off. Hopefully Lothian Thistle won't score again. Anyway, this is Higgs to Edwards, playing it through for Honeyman. He's got a bit of pace. Oh, and he's shot wide. Oh, gee, I thought he was going to make that 4-1. It was a good move, good run by Honeyman, but he couldn't find the target. He's normally not like that as a player. But anyway, this is Kemp, the goal scorer, who goes for goal too far out. And that was an easy save for Richardson. Yeah, Honeyman normally doesn't get that far forward, but he did on that occasion. Anyway, coming up to the 80th minute mark. And it's Denton with a throw for Glenrothes, and he fires in a cross, but that's been dealt with by the defence, and Kemp will take it away. And he plays a bit of a loose ball, but he's lucky he gets away with it. Now, Holmes on the right. He's not a bad winger, this fellow. Plays it to Urquhart. Now Ross. Now Urquhart and Taylor. But they're going backwards. I don't mind that. Anyway, Kemp, he'll play it through to Ross. He'll have a crack. Oh, well, he did. But pretty poor one in the end. Well and truly always rising, that shot. Anyway, look, I think we'll call out some praise to the boys, because we have, I think, played pretty well. No goals in the second half, but the first half was an excellent 45 minutes. Anyway, this is Bell for Honeyman playing it forward, but Curry won't have the speed to get to that. And it's good to see the forwards all playing very well. Curry sitting on 8.2, Higgs 8.7. And yet Edwards has only just come off the bench. He's sitting on 7. As I said before, he's been a great player for us, I reckon. A really good find. Anyway, McLeod K with a good run. And he cuts it back to Bell. Here comes Bell's cross, looking for Higgs. He drives it back in, and oh, Curry, beautiful goal. His 12th goal of the season. That was an excellent move by Glenrothes. Let's have a look at this again. McLeod K back to Bell. Bell with the cross. I thought it was slightly overhit, but Higgs plays it back for Curry, and that's a lovely header, beating the keeper. So 4-1. This is turning out to be a wonderful victory away from home. And I guess just depending on other results, we might go back to the top of the table. But it certainly does make up for the disappointing 1-0 defeat to Hill of Beath, but he's offside. I'm pretty sure he'll be offside. And he is indeed. Well and truly offside if we have a look here. Oh, good metre and a half. Anyway, we'll probably play another 5 odd minutes in this game, with a bit of time added on. But this is Richardson driving it straight down the park, looking for Curry, I think it was, and Bell will play it forward for McLeod K. He's got plenty of room out here. Cuts it back, not a good one, intercepted. Anyway, Cunningham to Ross. He'll probably look for, okay, Taylor. Taylor's gone for the long bomb, looking for Kemp, but Watson got back for that. Young Lennon Watson, the loanee, must admit when he comes off the bench, he's normally put in a pretty good shift. So he's been another good signing. He's costing us £95 a week. But I must admit, I think he's worth it. And there's a lovely strike by Charlie Edwards. As I was saying before, not only is he a good left winger, he can also score goals, and there's proof. So 5-1 now to Glenrothes. This is turning into a real romp away from home and against the league leaders as well. Just makes you wonder what on earth happened in the previous game against Hill of Beath. But an excellent finish. So only 3 minutes of added time here. I thought there might have been 4 or 5. But this will wipe the smiles off Lothian Thistle. They are probably feeling pretty confident coming into this game since we were beaten at home. And this is Kemp, another good run, good save by Richardson. So Kemp has certainly proved himself to be a lively striker. Maybe a couple of minutes left. Ross will take the corner. But Richardson, easy take, did it well, no pressure. So I think that's going to be the ball game. I'd be surprised if there's any more scoring in the match. That's gone through, and I think that's got to be pretty well lit. No, we're going to have a goal kick. I thought the ref might have blown he has. Okay, 5-1. Excellent victory. Absolutely excellent, with our 2 strikers, Curry and Higgs, both scoring a brace, and in the 90th minute, Charlie Edwards putting the icing on the cake. Let's go and chat to the boys. Okay, well, all too easy. I think it was an excellent win. So let's go and see who we play next. Okay, well, before we get to our schedule, as you can see, that victory has put Glenrothes back on top of the table on 22 points, a point ahead of Lothian Thistle, also Hill of Beath, and 2 points ahead of Dunbar United and Linlithgow Rose. What happened with the Hill of Beath? How did they go in their game today? A 0-0 draw with Camelon. Okay, that's a little bit disappointing for them at home, and a man sent off in the 78th minute. And Dunbar United, a good 2-0 victory over Mid Annandale. And Linlithgow Rose, they lost to Crossgates. That'd be a little bit disappointing, I think, for them, although Crossgates are doing pretty well, coming 6th. And Musselburgh Athletic, they did end up having a win away from home to Pennycuick, 2-1. So that pushes them out of that relegation zone. Anyway, let's go and see who we will be playing next in our next video. Okay, in our next game, it's a league game. We're home to Pennycuick. That's first playing 10th. But we won't be showing you that game. What we've got to do is we've got to show the South Challenge Cup 3rd round match away to Langkawi because the board are interested in that particular competition. So that'll be the match in episode number 22. Anyway, hope you have enjoyed the episode today. a thumping, a romping 5-1 victory away to Lothian Thistle. You can't ask for much more than that, I think. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to leave a comment, please do. Until next time, I'm Barry Foster saying it's goodbye from me.